Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to remind you of the anxiety workshop that's going on in Elkhorn January 15th, which is this coming Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And we're approaching sold out, so if you do want to attend, make sure you get on our Eventbrite link. That will be in the description, and make sure that you have a seat and can RSVP for that. One thing that we're going to be talking about is gut health and how that relates to anxiety, and how many people with anxiety do struggle with gut issues, whether they know it or not, and whether they are symptomatic or not. One thing that can be is simply you have a leaky gut, and that is pretty self-explanatory. That's exactly what it sounds like. Your gut is supposed to be very tight-knit. It's not supposed to let a whole lot of food particles or anything else out into the bloodstream, but when you get a leaky gut, that permeability starts to come across, and then more things start leaking into the bloodstream that shouldn't be there. Things like undigested food particles, things like pathogens, bacteria, different stuff like that. And then when that happens, that's obviously going to set off an inflammatory cycle in the body. So a normal functioning body, when they see something that's not supposed to be in the bloodstream, a common thing for it is to create inflammation to get rid of it. But if the gut is always leaky and it's constantly dripping out things into the bloodstream, it's in a constant loop, then your body's always going to be inflamed. And that's a common issue with people that have anxiety, is they're constantly inflamed. So in order to address that, you obviously need to heal and seal that gut so it stops dumping things that shouldn't be in the blood there, and then it's going to help with that inflammatory cycle. Another thing it can be is something called SIBO, S-I-B-O, small intestine bacterial overgrowth. And what that is if you have your small intestine, you have your large intestine, you have different bacteria in your small intestine than you do your large intestine. Sometimes what happens is that bacteria in the large intestine will grow and also be in the small intestine, which isn't what you want. So what you can do is take like a prebiotic, and that's going to help get rid of that bacteria that's not supposed to be in the small intestine and separate that back out, where the stuff that's supposed to be in the small intestine's there, the stuff that's supposed to be in the large intestine's there, and everything's good. So for that, a lot of times I'll recommend like inulin powder for kids, and then also like an omega-3, preferably one that has about twice as much DHA to EPA, and then taking the proper amount of DHA for their age range, as well as dysbiocide for adults. So those are the two things I usually recommend for SIBO, or small intestine bacterial overgrowth. And then once again, that same thing will cause a lot of inflammation in people with anxiety. So I'll keep it super short this week. Those are two type of things that we're going to dive deeper into the workshop. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and RSVP for that, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. But otherwise, enjoy your weekend, and have a great day. I'll see you guys back here on Sunday, I think is my next live. See you guys.